Hey everybody, welcome to Buffett and Beyond. And the one thing I want to tell you today is do not buy this stock. Federal Express. Yeah, you all have it in your portfolios, but I'm telling you, do not buy this stock. And remember, folks, if you want to live on the beach like Jimmy Buffett, you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett. And what's your goal? Your goal out there is to outperform the S&P 500 index. Why? Because 96% of professional money managers cannot outperform the S&P 500 index over any 10-year rolling period. Only 4% can do that, folks, and it's not the same 4 every 10 years. You've got to outperform the S&P 500 index. So let's see what FedEx has done over the past 5 years. Now, the blue lines up here, think of your bank account. We're going to talk about return on equity. And if you think of your bank account, the return that you get, the interest rate that you get is the return on your equity. But how much money is that exactly? You want to grow that bank account, so the bigger the bank account, the more you're going to get an interest or return on your equity. Now, the blue line is the average stock in the S&P 500. The bank account S&P 500 is paying you 13.5%. What's FedEx doing? 10.2%, folks. Why would you put money into a bank that's paying you less than the average stock out there? And how about net income? What is the bottom line that company is actually growing its base? And folks, it's only paying you 12.1%, where the average stock is paying you 13%. So when it comes to revenue, how much money is it actually bringing in before expenses? It's bringing in the exact same amount of money as the average stock. But when you look at the return on equity over here, you can see that it's got a lot of expenses, because if it's bringing in the same money as the average stock out there, but it's paying you less when you go to the bank to take your money out, why would you be in that bank? Why would you be in FedEx stock? Now let's look at this stock over the past 10 years. The black line, S&P 500. This yellow line, that is FedEx. And you can see this. Remember, this is 10 years. So over the first 5 years, FedEx was doing great. It was in everybody's portfolio. What is the problem here? The problem is you left it in the portfolio, because look at here. Now, right here is COVID. This is that big drop in COVID. 2 years prior, FedEx was starting to fall out of bed. And this was the big elephant in the room, folks, because this stock was falling, and boy, when it fell, it really fell. This is a year. Now, this down here is a year before COVID. And since then, has it come back? Not very much, folks. Let's look at the last 5 years. Last 5 years, again, black line, the S&P 500. This yellow line is FedEx. And folks, it has underperformed by a huge amount. So why would you be in a stock like FedEx when you can buy the S&P 500, buy all the stocks in it through an ETF or a mutual fund? Why would you go out and buy Federal Express? Is it going to go up in value? Yeah, but not nearly as much as the average stock out there. And folks, why don't you get into a stock like NVIDIA? Yeah, here I am spreading the news that not to get into FedEx, and yet here's a stock, NVIDIA, over the past 5 years with the S&P, the black line, up 50%. NVIDIA is up what? 560%, folks. Why would you be in Federal Express when you can be in a stock like NVIDIA? So, folks, remember, if you want to live on this beach like Jimmy Buffett, you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett. And you certainly have to invest better than many of those money managers out there who don't follow a system like clean surplus with all those numbers out there. Folks, next time we're going to show you an even better stock than Federal Express, and a stock just as good as NVIDIA. All right, folks, we'll see you next time.